Hello, I'm Ron Wirtz from the Estuary. Along with me today is Waylon Jensen. Now, many of you know Waylon, but for those of you that don't, notice that I introduced him as Waylon Jensen, not Jennings. Waylon can sing "Mama, Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys," but he can't play the guitar.
That's true. And I'd love to be able to do that and be able to sing it for you, but you might not like it, so my voice isn't that great. But thanks, Ron.
Waylon, why don't you tell us about this special news?
Yes, thanks, Ron. I'd be glad to. We've had men's breakfast, at the Banyan Grill before, and they've been well attended. In fact, we could have had a lot greater attendance, but we were limited because of the space that was available. And the men always have a great time, and they always have very interesting and stimulating programs that get us all to have fun talking about it. So.
Waylon, who will be the feature speaker at this program?
Oh, Ron, this time we're so fortunate to have Dr. David Thompson. Dr. Thompson was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in 1948. His parents actually were missionaries in Cambodia. And while David was in medical school at Pitt, his parents were martyred in Vietnam. David graduated from the University of Pitt School of Medicine in 1973. And in 1975, David and his wife moved to Gabon, Africa. They did medical work there for 34 years. 34 years, it's a long time. They work in Muslim areas of northern Africa. In 1996, David led the Pan-African Academy of Christian Surgeons to plan to train 100 African surgeons because they needed more African surgeons. And they are on track right now so that in 2020, they will have graduated 120 African men and women to be surgeons serving, and they're all serving, interestingly, all in Africa. In 2014, they moved further up to northern Africa, to Egypt, in order to open a surgeon training program and nursing school up there near Cairo. David Thompson is also the author of 4 books, all of which are available on Amazon.com. So if anybody wants to get one, they're welcome to get one before the breakfast and read about him. This man is awesome, and his story will captivate and fascinate our men at the breakfast.
This sounds like a very daring and courageous doctor. I think really the men of Show Point will really enjoy listening to his motivational story. Waylon, this reminds me of back in my youth, my father took me to a men's breakfast monthly during my teenage years. And I helped my father prepare the food. The men prepared their own food for the breakfast, and I helped my father in the kitchen along with some other men. And I didn't realize it at the time, but when my father made this a priority for me to be at every breakfast with him, I was the only youth, so I really wasn't into it.
Yeah.
But it turned out that these men became a mentor during my formative years, and I learned how men bonded and developed friendships and relationships that were very meaningful to me. Mm-hmm. And so these breakfasts at Show Point reminds me of that. Waylon, when is this event going to be?
Okay, I want everybody to mark this down now on your pad of paper if you have one near you. Saturday, February 23rd. Saturday, February 23rd, and that's coming up soon. The time is 8:30 sharp in the morning, and it's going to be at the Banyan Grill of the 2nd floor of the Coastal Commons. That's a new name now. It used to be called the Club, but it's on the 2nd floor, the Banyan Grill of the Coastal Commons. And the title of David's talk is From the Jungle to the Nile Delta, an American Surgeon's Perspective.
Well, I don't want to miss this one. Where can I buy my tickets at, Waylon?
Well, sales are going to begin next Sunday, this coming Sunday, January 27th. I better not say it next Sunday because
right,
this.
You just say that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
I thought of that after. Sales will begin Sunday, and each Sunday after that as well at the Village Church lobby. They'll be available during the week, but in the back of church on Sunday, we'll have ticket sales there. And there is a limited number of people, so we want to tell you people in the audience to make sure that you buy early, because we will sell out. There's no question, we always do. We're encouraging men to bring along a friend. So buy 2 tickets, not just one. That works out well. And the price of the ticket is going to be just $10.
Waylon, if this event is going to be held in the Banyan Grill and tickets are only $10, that's just amazing. Or is this going to be a donut and coffee breakfast, or are the men going to have to cook their own breakfast?
Oh no, you don't. It's not like the one you were talking about. You went with your dad. We're going to have a basket of bakery goods. We're going to have scrambled eggs, bacon and sausage, breakfast potatoes, fresh fruit, English muffin, and plus all the drinks that are there. And you know, Chef John and Chris and Carrie over there at the Banyan Grill, they've never let us down on one of these breakfasts. Thankfully, there are some men who are chipping in to subsidize the cost of the tickets, so we have the price as low as $10. That's really reasonable.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is a hearty man's breakfast at a greatly reduced price. So don't hesitate in getting your tickets as soon as possible from the service desk at the lobby at the Village Church. And I know that, Waylon, that the men are going to enjoy hearing Dr. Thompson's speech.
Yes, and see you all there.